Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Daniel, and I'm so happy you're joining us for today's lesson.
And I'm Emma. I'm a bit nervous today, Daniel. I tried to tell my mom about the new neighbor yesterday, and I realized I don't know how to describe him in English.
Don't worry, Emma. That is exactly what we are going to learn today. By the end of this episode, you will be able to describe anyone's physical appearance, like their height and hair, and their personality, which is what they are like on the inside.
That sounds so useful. I want to be able to talk about my friends, my family, and even my coworkers.
Perfect. Let's start with the basics, what we see on the outside, the physical appearance. Emma, imagine you are looking at a person. What is the first thing you notice?
Usually if they are big or small.
Good start. But in English, we have specific words for people. For height, we say someone is tall, short, or medium height. Here's a common mistake. Never say a person is 2 meters high. We always use tall for people.
Oh, so I shouldn't say my brother is high. That sounds like he's a mountain.
Exactly. He is tall. Now, for the body, we use the verb to be. I can say I am thin or she is a little overweight. Other polite words are slim or well-built if someone has a lot of muscles.
Okay, so I say he is tall and slim. But what about hair? Do I say I am blonde hair?
Good question. For hair and eyes, we usually use the verb to have or have got. You can say I have brown hair or he has blue eyes.
Let me try. My sister has long, curly blonde hair.
Perfect. Notice the order Emma used. Size, then style, then color. Long, curly blonde hair.
Long, curly blonde. Okay, I'll remember that. Daniel, I saw a man today with no hair at all. Is there a word for that?
Yes, we say he is bald. And if a man has hair on his face, he has a beard or a mustache.
My uncle has a very big mustache. He looks like a detective.
That's a great mental image. Listeners, here is a quick challenge for you. Stand in front of a mirror and try to describe yourself using I am for your height and I have got for your hair and eyes. Emma, why don't you try it first?
Okay, I am medium height. I have got long, straight brown hair and brown eyes. How is that?
Excellent. Now, Emma, you mentioned your neighbor earlier. You know what he looks like, but do you know what he is like?
What do you mean? Is there a difference between those questions?
A huge difference. If I ask, what does he look like, I want to know about his face, hair, and body, the physical appearance. But if I ask, what is he like, I want to know about his personality.
Oh, so personality is the inside of the person.
Exactly. Let's learn some personality words. Some are positive, like kind, friendly, funny, and hardworking. Emma, you are very cheerful and curious, which are wonderful traits.
Thank you. You are very patient because you explain everything so clearly.
Well, I try. Now, some words can be a bit more negative. For example, someone might be lazy, rude, or stubborn, which means they don't like to change their mind.
I have a friend who is very shy. Her face turns red when she meets new people.
That's very common. The opposite of shy is outgoing. An outgoing person loves meeting new people and talking to everyone.
That sounds like me. I love talking.
You definitely do. By the way, if you're enjoying our conversation, please take a second to subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us make more lessons for you.
Yes, please join our English learning family. Daniel, I have a story. I once told my boss he was very funny, but he looked a bit confused. I meant he was a good person to be around. Did I use the wrong word?
Ah, the funny versus fun trap. Funny means someone makes you laugh with jokes, but if someone is just enjoyable to be around, we say they are fun.
Oh, no, he doesn't really tell jokes. He's just a nice guy. I should have said he is fun or nice. I feel so embarrassed now.
Don't be. Mistakes are how we learn. Another common one is using hairs instead of hair. We usually say, I have brown hair, not hairs, unless you're talking about individual hairs in your soup.
There is a hair in my soup. Okay, I'll stick to the singular hair for my head. Daniel, what about when people are very different? Like, I'm very talkative, but my brother is very quiet.
We say they balance each other out. You can also use comparisons. You could say, I am more talkative than my brother, or he is taller than me.
More talkative than. Okay, is there a shorter way for small words?
Yes, for short words, we add ER. Tall becomes taller, and short becomes shorter.
So, my brother is taller, but I'm funnier.
Exactly, you're a natural. Now, let's talk about some fun expressions native speakers use. Have you ever heard of a social butterfly?
A butterfly? Like the insect?
Sort of. A social butterfly is someone who is very outgoing and moves from person to person at a party, talking to everyone. And someone who is very energetic and fun is often called the life of the party.
I want to be the life of the party, but sometimes I'm just a couch potato. What is that?
A couch potato is someone who is a bit lazy and likes to sit on the sofa watching TV all day.
That was me last Sunday. I watched 3 movies and ate a whole bag of popcorn.
We all have those days, Emma. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a quick review.
I'll start. To ask about appearance, I say, what does he look like? To ask about personality, I ask, what is he like?
Perfect. Remember to use to be for height and build, he is tall, and to have for features, he has brown eyes. And watch out for those hairs, it's just hair.
And high is for mountains, tall is for people.
You've got it. You are doing a fantastic job with your English.
Thank you, Daniel. This was so much fun. I feel much more confident now. Listeners, we have a question for you. How would you describe your best friend in 3 words? Write your answer in the comments below.
We can't wait to read them. Next time, we'll be talking about how to describe the places we live. You won't want to miss it.
See you then. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.